Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, as Prime Minister of India, imparted his scientific vision for the country to improve living conditions of common man by promoting industry through a stimulus of scientific research, and it was through this visionary outlook that CSIR was established in 1942. Now, a conglomerate of 37 laboratories and 80 field stations, CSIR carries out cutting-edge research in diverse areas spanning virtually the entire spectrum of science and technology. Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine, Jammu, a constituent unit of CSIR, is one of the premier institutes in India, and one of the prime focuses of this institution is to design and develop new drug candidates and to provide scientific basis to the existing traditional system of medicine using modern scientific knowledge and tools in view of its upsurge in usage. In recent times, in the world of healthcare products, Ayurveda has made profound impact, and the Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine, Jammu, is marching ahead in its attempt to explore hidden and newer aspects of this ancient scientific knowledge. The institute was lucky to have Colonel Sir Ramnath Chopra, Professor of Pharmacology, as its founder director. He was an outstanding luminary in the field of medical education and research and has been widely acclaimed as the father of Indian pharmacology. The institute was blessed with the outstanding luminaries as its former directors besides Colonel Sir Ramnath Chopra, such as Dr. I.C. Chopra, Dr. K. Ganpati, Dr. C.K. Atal, Dr. R.S. Kapil, Dr. S.S. Handa and Dr. G.N. Kazi, whose contributions are accepted worldwide, and now continuing the tradition is Dr. Ram Vishwakarma, who has adorned the chair of director in 2009. He has a wide range of experience in drug discovery in both private and public sector R&D institutions.
And our unique strength is the biodiversity that exists in the Trans-Himalayan region, particularly the very unique three climatic zones that exist in this part of the country: the Leh-Ladakh region, Jammu and Srinagar, which is a mainly temperate climate. So we are looking at the diversity and looking for the new molecules and exploring them for various therapeutic indications, mainly for cancer, diabetes, inflammatory diseases and infections like TB and other drug-resistant infections.
There are a large number of diseases for which modern system of medicine really doesn't offer long-term sustainable cures and relief. So of late, there is a whole lot of rethinking going on to look at our own natural resources using modern scientific knowledge and tools to isolate newer drug candidates and screen these for discovering drugs for different diseases on scientific, rational basis and bring them to the fold of the modern system of medicine so that we start discovering our own drugs for the country. That will indeed be a great leap forward for the healthcare of the billion-plus population of this country, which otherwise is not in the position to afford the new generation of very costly and toxic medicines. The vision foresees IIIM Jammu as a unique center of excellence to nurture, assimilate and validate traditional medicines with contemporary science and medicine for the benefit of mankind. The Institute aspires to achieve leadership position as a research and development establishment by creating a broad knowledge base, a workforce of highly dedicated and trained personnel, and a technology development center through judicious utilization of plants and microbial biodiversity, at the same time generating awareness for their preservation, conservation and protection. Presently, the research projects at IIIM are centered around the following areas: natural product chemistry, plants; natural product chemistry, microbes; medicinal chemistry, bioorganic chemistry, analytical chemistry, chemical engineering, plant biotechnology, biodiversity and applied botany, genetic resources and agrotechnology, fermentation technology, microbial biotechnology, clinical microbiology, systems biology, cancer, diabetes, inflammation pharmacology, PK, PD and toxicology, formulation and drug delivery, quality control, quality assurance and CMC, discovery informatics, experimental field stations and gene bank centers at Bonera and Yarika in Kashmir and Chatha in Jammu have been recognized as nodal centers not only for temperate crops but also for subtropical species for plant genetics resources, conservation, data acquisition, evaluation and production of quality planting material with emphasis on agro and processing technology. IIIM has also initiated transfer of the following high-value aromatic plant species in rural areas as alternate cropping for better returns over the conventional crop under the public-private partnership system. Lavender for lavender oil. Rose for rose oil and rose water. Salvia sclarea, rosemary, tagetes, rose geranium, Artemisia annua. These plants have been selected in a way that they have different harvesting periods under temperate climate of Kashmir in order to have 6 to 7 products of essential oils in the same block year instead of one. The institute houses Janki Amal Herbarium having more than 21,500 plant specimens representing 218 plant families, 1,152 generas and more than 3,300 species of angiosperms, gymnosperms and ferns. Some of these species are Tulsi, Brahmi, Ashwagandha, Ashok, Guduchi and many more medicinal and aromatic plants. The collection belongs to plants from all over India, especially northwestern Himalayas, that is the Trans-Himalayas. The center is important for identification and classification of the plant resource available in this part of the country and to preserve the authentic specimens for future use. IIIM is also involved in the screening of microorganisms for the development of biocatalyst toolbox with emphasis on novel bacterial cellulose, cold-active protease and lipase enzymes for important biotransformation and resolution of racemic drugs. Under the Microbial Biochemistry Division, exploitation and exploring the microorganisms of this region, particularly Jammu and Kashmir, for production of bioactive molecules and enzymes having application in human health and industry is carried out. A library of microorganisms bearing glucose oxidase, dehydrogenases, lipases, esterases, oxidoreductase, glucosidases, etc., have been identified and developed from the screened organism from northwest Himalayas. This division also specializes in end-to-end technology products, manufacture of biofertilizer, biocide and metal gluconates for agricultural and human use. Similarly, new microbial strains are used to produce DHA by fermentation technology, which finds use in human health, including arthritis and memory enhancer.
We have microbial strains isolated from northwestern Himalaya, and these strains, microbial strains, has been further exploited for various industrial productions. For example, we have microbial strains for enzyme productions, biotransformations, and microbial industrial production, where these microbial strain has been exploited or maybe screened by various techniques and reaching to some conclusion for the product which we find very useful for industry or human health. We have already had many more than 20 industrial processes. Some of these has gone to industry, and 3 or 4 processes which has been transformed even into a large scale production in industry.
The institute has also developed a novel fermentation technology process for the production of DHA. IIM has already signed the agreement with a multinational company to license this technology.
This product now we are selling to an industry for which we had already had the technology fee assigned to this project about 1.5 crore, and 1/3 of this payment has already been made by the Indian industry. Similarly, so many people are coming forward for this technology to our institute.
For some outstanding work done in the development of novel target-based anti-cancer therapeutics, Dr. Fayaz Malik, a scientist at IIM Jammu, was recently awarded the Young Scientist Award 2009 for Biological Sciences.
During my investigation, during my research work, I have been mainly working on the mechanistic studies of the plant-based agents for the therapeutic application in the cancer. I have been carrying out various aspects like immunological studies, signal transduction studies, and other therapeutic potential of these plant extracts and identified molecules. I have got a dozen number of publications with average impact factor 4. I have almost 7 to 8 patents in my name, and my work I have also been presented at various international symposiums and seminars. And we have also developed some herbal formulation which are undergoing currently clinical trials at various hospitals in Mumbai and other areas of the country.
In the wake of the recent developments and the new demand of the nation, IIM does screening for determining the bioactivity of a large number of plant extracts, fractions, and their molecules, and exploiting the microbes for useful reactions as a network project involving other reputed research institutes. The current research focus of the Medicinal Chemistry Division is isolation of activity-guided molecules, prepare a battery of modified and new molecules for their screening against the diseases such as cancer, diabetics, anti-infectives, neurodegenerative diseases, and tuberculosis. The department has excellent facilities for research in the major areas of medicinal chemistry. Our aim is to isolate new molecules from natural products, make a library of these molecules, and discover new drugs to reduce the burden of disease, and to train and produce outstanding graduate students who shall enjoy fruitful careers in academia, the pharmaceutical industries, as well as in government research organizations. It is one of the well-equipped laboratories with state-of-art facilities for organic synthesis, including modern techniques. It has expertise in synthesis of carbohydrate-based complex carbogenic molecules. Its competencies also include advanced technology equipment such as MALDI-TOF-TOF-based bioactive protein peptide identification, sequencing and characterization. The transgenic animal facility has recently been taken up for the pharmacogenomics study. Mice are used for such experiments and studied in detail at required stages. These blood samples are sent for testing many biological activities of the drug candidates. The immunomodulatory activity, for example, the test drug on animals, is studied by fax machine and electron microscopy and to draw strategy to eliminate side effects of drug candidates. This process is used for immune system development and growth of Th1 response in animals. IIM's plant tissue culture group currently focuses on developing plant fermentation as future technology for production of plant bioactives, novel chemotype designing through induction and exploitation of variability in vitro, in opportunity MAPs, crops for developing commercial cultivars rich in value-added products, value additions through biotransformation utilizing plant cell suspension culture system, functional dynamics of plants at different ecozones in high altitudes, developing plants in lesser time and larger quantity for experiments, maintaining genetic and chemical uniformity, faster multiplication, genetic improvement through development of transgenic, metabolites as a replacement of plant alternative technology to produce bioactive plant, conservation of Himalayan high-altitude plants. To continue research work in this area, scientist Dr. Dheeraj Vyas was awarded a fellowship in University of Florida, where he worked on sulfur metabolism and how it affects the stress in soybean.
The knowledge that we generated was the basic knowledge, and that indicated that the redox buffer, which generally has very great role to play in the protein folding in general in the plants. We like to continue this work over here by on the plants that grow on the higher altitudes, because we know that in the higher altitudes what happened, that there is a lot of high light intensities, low temperature, high altitudes, low partial pressure of CO2. So what happens that the protein folding changes. So we want to establish whether